All right, guys, Kenny Smith, Total Force Holdings. Now we're going to talk about your vehicle, right? Your vehicle is really important in the case of civil unrest because you can only move so far, so fast on foot, right? In a lot of major cities, you see a lot of people commuting on bicycles if they're not using public transportation because of parking issues, things like that. A bicycle is great. It's narrow. You can get through all kinds of stuff, and you can move a whole lot faster than you can on foot. If you have a motorcycle, you're even faster. You still have a lot of advantages to the bicycle, but you're going to attract attention because what's a bicycle that a motorcycle's not? Quiet. You can have the quietest motorcycle in the world, and it's still not quieter than a Huffy. All right, it's going to attract attention to you. That's bad. We've already established this. You got a small compact car. All right, hey, cool. But remember, you're in a tight space. You're a little bit more maneuverable, but you're only going to have so much power because they're built for economy, not power. All right. Nothing wrong with that, but understand there's things you can do with heavier duty vehicles that you cannot do with that. Full-size sedan of some form. There's a reason law enforcement uses those. A lot of them have higher power engines than the compacts, so you got some get up and go if you need it. You got some power to push through some barricades if you need it. All right. You typically got a longer hood, which means if you have to push your way through a crowd of aggressive people who are trying to make you the next Reginald Denny. This was during the Rodney King riots. A truck driver was pulled out of his truck and beat damn near to death by some of the rioters. You don't want to be him either. So if you're really worried about that, that longer hood will keep people from rolling up on your windshield. And not just people, but anything in the barricades as well. All right, you do have to think about that. If you can't see, you ain't going to drive very well. You have to think about protecting that windshield. So the longer hood has advantages there. A compact SUV that's not trail rated. Compact SUV that's not trail rated. You're going to get kind of a little bit more mobility than the big car. Right, four-wheel drive, things of that nature, but you're going to be in a smaller chassis than something like a mid or full-size SUV, like a Tahoe Explorer, stuff like that, for the mid and full-size. Most of those also have four-wheel drive, trail-rated SUV. You can climb over a lot of stuff, you can get through stuff, right? Those are good. Full-size truck, all right, same thing, but understand you're not going to have much traction if you're rear-wheel drive because you don't have, unless you got a bunch of tools and stuff in the bed. You're not going to have as much weight on them, so if you need to take off quick, that might be the time to go ahead and use your four-wheel drive for high range on the road, right? Same thing, the full-size pickup, it's meant for torque. It can push through those barricades very, very easily. Now you get into the heavy-duty truck type of thing, your F-250, 2500, 3500 size trucks and up, right? These things are built for towing and pulling. They got all kinds of power. They've got all kinds of torque, but they're big, they're hard to maneuver with, and they are not built for speed. So you have to think about your vehicle. Again, make sure you have a fire extinguisher to put out fires, and you have some other goodies to keep people away from the vehicle, to keep from pulling you out, making you the next Reginald Denny. Drive like you got good sense, tap, then push if you have to ram. Y'all stay safe. Patreon link in the bio.